Hello everyone, and welcome to an unboxing video. I'm not used to doing this, but today is a special occasion. So I'm going to go ahead and not show the first box because of the fact that it has some product codes and stuff that I don't want the internet to see. So give me one moment. I'll be unboxing the box from the cardboard, and then I'll show what's inside the cardboard. All right, so what's so special? What am I unboxing? iPad Pro M4. Thing that I've been saving up for a while. It is a 2 terabyte iPad Pro 13-inch with Wi-Fi and cellular. Let's see, inside this box, I had to take these things off. What do we have? The iPad Pro. Cameras I've been wanting. We also have the screen. I did not get the nano textured glass. Just didn't think that was very important. I also saw some information on it that said it makes things more difficult for cleaning, and figured, well, okay, I don't want it to be too difficult. We got packet information. Information that I'll be looking forward to reading, maybe tomorrow. While what I'm doing on stream is not the most exciting. So usually it has more story and stuff like that, but it's one of the streams where I'm just pressing a button over and over. There's a little booklet in there. Booklet of information. Can't really get it with the gloves. I think that's a booklet, or it's just a piece of plastic. I don't know. Have a cord like this. Charging, I'm not sure. think it's the charging cable because it also comes with this. Shipped together like that. Again, I'm not used to doing unboxings, so I'm not sure what I show and what I don't. Just know to not show addresses and stuff like that. Okay. So that's the first box. Saving it for a while, a long while to get that. So when I can actually run the software, which I'll include into this, cutting up and putting it together, I'll be able to show you what it's like, because I have not used an Apple device since middle school. So, aside from iPod. But that's a completely different thing than this, I'm sure. So that's the iPad Pro. I don't know what's up with this design, but whatever. Has what I want, has a video editor, has a LiDAR camera. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. Moving on. With the iPad Pro, I got, I'm gonna mute so excess sounds of me cutting into the cardboard don't get transferred. But give me a moment. Okay, so first off, cardboard paper, paper plus recycling. I apologize to those whose ears I'm offending, and I congratulate those whose ears enjoy the sound of crumbled paper. So, we have Paper Plus. Packaging. I don't know if it's important. We have a Pencil Pro. I'll show what that can do when we get to the software side, but also I will open the packaging. The other side of the box has a bunch of product codes and stuff, and I'm not taking a chance on that. Designed by Apple in California. The Apple Pencil. find out more information about that later. I just know that it writes better, draws better. I don't know. Information on the Pencil Pro. Read that later too. Doesn't really want to go together inside there while I've got the gloves on, so also neat little feature about the Pencil Pro. Has this. It says Pencil Pro on it. At least it does right now. We'll get to that in a bit. Bit for you, a couple days for me. And what is the iPad Pro, especially the Pro, without the iPad Magic Keyboard? I got that with it. Again, it was my first iPad, so see here. I think if I just cover this, should be good. That's the other side of this one. The other one has tons of barcodes and stuff, and I don't want to take a chance on that. So shows you how it goes in. The iPad goes into the Magic Keyboard, peeling off that green arrow paper, this kind of thing. Oh, and there's one on the other side. I don't know if you enjoy it, if you enjoy the sound, here you go. Up to you whether you enjoy it or if you thought that was didn't enjoy it. I have check products information, making sure that when I show this, it doesn't show anything I don't want it to show. I think we're good. Got this. That has the Apple symbol on it. There. The other side looks like this. And that's the bendy part. In order to show the actual keyboard of the keyboard, I'm going to open it, take the nice wrapping paper off of it. A little nervous. Just new tech. It has this inside of it, just cardboard cutout. Okay. Just looking at this, making sure that there's no, yeah, show you that. Keyboard, keyboard, Magic Keyboard. It's the 2024 version of the keyboard. How does it compare to the previous generations? I don't know because this is my first one. Um, but we take the iPad Pro, which I still have right over here. It's magnets. Okay. Uh, okay, hold up. Okay. Well, it's going on there. Good. I was worried because I'm getting something almost said. Uh, so that is what it's going to look like when it's applied, and then bend test. See if it goes in there nice and neat. Yes, it does. It only really worked with the magnet as soon as I went ahead and applied the camera to the right side. Again, a little speechless occasionally. I have been saving for a while to get this. Um, but that is the iPad Pro 13 inches M4 chip. 2 terabyte, which, yeah, yeah. We'll see. Will I need that space or not? We'll see. I can take that actually, and I can apply the. I think they still have the magnet with the pencil. Hold up a second while I get the pencil out of the box. There we go. Feels like a very fine piece of equipment, and it was a fine. Set. I heard magnet, so magnet right here. No. Um, magnet something here. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, magnetic strip right there. It won't look this. How should I say this? Pristine marble finish. It's going to. I'm going to be getting something uh, pretty soon to make it look a little bit different. And I believe that's it for part one. I'll continue this in another part where my next piece of equipment will be here. So, see you for that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to part two of my unboxing videos for the iPad M4 2024 edition. Today, I got a package like this. Other side has information I don't want to share in the public. So, I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and I'll show you what this part is. Okay. Looks good so far. Okay. So, give me one moment. I said before that the iPad is not exactly eye-stunning. White pen, white marble-looking container, which, let me be honest, I only got this white-looking container for the white keyboard. But it looks so vanilla, so blank canvas that naturally, let's see if we can add a bit of color into it, make this look much better. So, I went to a site to get a wrap skin, WRAP wrap skin, from Decal Girl, hashtag non-spawn, but, well, I've trusted in them to get products right twice, and so far it's been alright, it's been good. So far they've been good on their designs, although I made these custom. So, let's start off by looking at something. Let's look at what gave me the inspiration for what you're about to see. Just move this over. Go. All right. So, I am not someone who uses Apple's very often, Apple computers very often, Apple products very often. I have nothing against them. It's just I'd always been Windows as a computer company. That's just the thing that I've always heard. But it I say always, but it wasn't always like that. Wasn't always that. Um, way back in the day, I had a computer. It looked something a lot like this. Same coloring and everything. So, as I was interested in making the Apple new device that I would get look even better, I looked on the internet for retro Apple products, retro Apple ideas and things. I saw on eBay somebody was selling an Apple binder. Now, I remember that rainbow apple, the rainbow design, and that was Apple to me. Apple computers for what it was good, when it was good, when I liked it more. They had rainbows design. So I decided, let's take that entire design, the Apple means business, the app, the rainbow, that binder picture may not be quite white, quite right with the coloring, but I decided to take a better picture of that binder and edit it so that I could get, sorry for slow, bit more slow on the talk right now, but let's take this part, right? The way that it opens and everything. What could this be? Now, the camera gives me the thought that this is not the front. This is not the back. This is more of the front. So I decided, let's imagine, especially the fact that the apple's right here. I don't know if you can see that too well. There's an apple design right there. So when you get a design, it usually is like that. Uh, as it opens, that will be on the back, right? Okay. So let's take that design of the binder and move that onto the iPad. Let's take the classic rainbow and have it be the part that bends. Apple means business. It was their slogan back in whatever days that binder came out from. So That looks good. That was designed by Decal Girl, again, not sponsored. Then I thought, well, hold on. If I'm getting this for the camera designs, right? Yeah, I'm getting this for the camera design. But I don't want it. I've already got something in mind for this side. Where in the world did I learn how to take good pictures? And maybe something here in the front or back, depending on whatever you feel. This is on the bottom when you're opening it, so that's why I was just kind of like, this is the bottom, this is the back. Either way, where did I learn how to take good pictures, quote unquote? Being being someone who grew up with the Nintendo 64, I decided to go ahead and get a picture of someone who I knew who represented taking good pictures, going through amazing places just to take pictures on a rail-like vehicle. So I naturally got Todd Snap in the 01 vehicle. Artwork from Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium. I don't really know what device maybe a speculation for later, but I got Todd Snap there and carry around that as a reminder. We're going to go through amazing places with this, and we're going to be able to take pictures with our multiple camera options. I also thought Apple, take a picture using Apple. First item in the game, you get Apple. You get an apple, produce apple, to throw and attract Pokemon. Attracting sights with my camera and my apple. There you go. Okay. Then I saw that there were options for the keyboard. Not the best picture there. But I figured, well, what do I want on the keyboard? So, retro computing. Retro Apple computing. What did those keyboards look like back in those days? Well, look something like this. Now, outside of color, what is the one symbol on that keyboard? It's the apple. It's the Macintosh Classic Apple. So I decided to go ahead, use that apple in a design right there. And that is only for the Magic Keyboard. Now I'm thinking slots. You got a nice keyboard, Magic Keyboard and everything, but at some point you're going to need to take it out of that Magic Keyboard in order to take pictures and things. But you're also going to want to use it for drawing. So let me think here. We got Todd Snap, we got Apple, we got drawing. So maybe like maybe a black and white, like a comic version of a Pokemon. No. You know what? We don't want it just to be black and white. That's what we already got the black and white. All 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 over here, right? I mean the keyboard is gonna be white regardless. It's that just seems bland. It just seems a little boring. What if we took like photo editor like GIMP, GNU, and edited the image with that photo editor to go ahead and have it reflect your favorite colors. And maybe a color that will bring out something that they're trying to do with the black and white image. Can we do that? Can we do that and put that right over here? Worth a shot, right? Worth the chance. That's what I got. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to figure out how to cut out the whole area for the camera. Aside from that, I think it looks okay. It's Pikachu in a comic book style, very retro with my two of my favorite colors. The light, I like sea green. I like light blue or glacier blue. You know, all around here. And they were using a lot of the red, a lot of one shade for Pikachu's cheeks. As you can see. So I decided to just go with red for that. Like a peach red. So that is the designs that I chose for the Apple Pro and the Magic Keyboard. We have one more design element to show off. Do I want this to just be land marble white? No. But Decall Girl doesn't sell the Apple wraps. So that will be in another part of another video. Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of my unboxing videos. In this case, it's more of an unbagging video. But first off, let me show you the iPad. It's blank, right? Wait, what happened? Slots? You got your wraps. Why didn't you put them on? Well, I wanted to make sure that the iPad worked. But I didn't want to just make sure it worked, start it myself, any of that. I will start it, but I wanted a little something first. And I got something today. One moment. Straight from Amazon, as you could tell with the bag. I got a USB-C adapter 9-in-1 to plug into the iPad Pro. So, give me one moment while I open this. There we go, a little easier than I thought. Take that. Check for barcodes or anything. Don't want to show those. Okay. We take this port. Take that off. The plastic nub. And we'll plug that into here. It has me covered for power. I'll plug it actually. It has me covered for power, USB-C, USB 3.0, USB 3.0, HDMI, Ethernet, SD card, micro SD card, headphones. Something that jarred me a bit. I was first considering getting an iPad. It was finding out that the iPad does not have headphones. I had headphone jack. You have to buy their wireless Bluetooth headphones. Or get a port. So I bought the port. Now, I did mention the HDMI. I did mention the HDMI port earlier. So I'll be able to start the Apple iPad Pro and record it. But for right now, that's the dongle. That's what I got. Has all those neat little inputs. Hello everyone, and welcome to part 4 of my unboxing videos. So, recently I got this package. It's the last of the wraps. But what, pray tell, would it wrap? Well, the pencil. The Apple Pencil Pro. Yeah. This will probably be one of the last times that I get to show you this little neat little writing on here. Does in fact say Apple Pencil Pro. Right there. Okay. Aside from that, it's bland. It's just marbly white. If I was to tell you that there wasn't a pencil there, and that was just like a video error, would you say you probably wouldn't even argue about it too much? That's the marbly white blandness of the Apple Pencil Pro. But, you know, in a way, realizing it's a good gift, honestly, because they probably knew that somebody would go ahead and put stickers on it or wraps, just like the rest of the tech they release. They make it so bland to look at that they figure, well, you know what? Somebody who's artistic would probably just already put in a wrap on it. Okay, fair enough. But what is this really quick? Well, it's an Apple Pencil Pro. Now, I could say that my design was based on an apple, but I wanted to go one step above that. And I got, by the way, this isn't from Decal Girl, this is from Slick Wraps. I got, again, hashtag non-sponsored, but what I got were these. Apple Pencil right here, and some new technology that they were releasing, old tech, but repurposed. Glow in the dark. Hold on a sec. Camera's a bit too faint to see it, but you can see just a little bit of the glow in the dark. It doesn't pick up the lighting too well on the camera, but you can see that there's a little bit of a glow there. So my plan is to combine these. I think some of the best pencils that I've used, maybe not for writing, but for, oh, that's a neat pencil. That's, for one thing, I don't think people actually say, oh, that's a neat pencil, or, oh, that's a neat way that you were able to write. I don't think that's usually what they say. They say it, oh, that's a neat pencil, as in, that's a neat design. So the blandness of the yellow for the pencil will be replaced with this. That's my plan. We'll see how well it works. But for right now, since we're done with this particular recording, we're going to end said recording, and I'll be back with the next part, which likely will be software. I got quite a bit to go on with that. So I'll see you on the software side. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my introduction of the iPad Pro M4. Again, I haven't used an iPad device since middle school outside of the iPod in high school and beyond high school, but not a lot of great ways of listening to music aside from maybe a Zune. But I mean, let's not kid ourselves. For right now, though, I'm going to go ahead and power on. I'm going to plug in the iPad Pro, see if it does anything. The HDMI wire is connected. I'm going to deactivate and reactivate the screen just in case. And we'll see if it does anything just by me plugging in power. All right. Looking to see where the power button is. Okay, it's lighting up an apple. That is not something that's being captured just yet. It's saying hello. It's showing writing in different languages on a red, yellow, and red, no, green, dark green, light green, yellow, orange, and red screen. It was saying hello in different languages. Nothing that the HDMI picked up. Pressing the spacebar. That's usually how it used to work. Saying hello again. And unplug the magnetic. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe the magnets aren't quite working with. Okay. The charger is working. The charger is connected to the dongle. HDMI, I'm not sure about though. I'm going to try something else. Unplugging it and plugging it in very directly. It says 90% charged. It says swipe up. There we go. says swipe up to open. That's it. Just is on. It's saying that on this screen, not on that one. Power off for a moment. Power back on. So that's what it looks like, except there's writing on it. It says salute. Hello. So it says swipe up to open it up. So I'm going to swipe it with the pen. Or swipe up. Right next to the battery, there is a. Oh, you can see the mouse. That's good. Okay. It says English, choose your language setting. I'm choosing English. I'm choosing United States. Appearance, choose how you would like text and icons to look on the iPad. Um, Honestly, what I really would like is you to be able to show more on the HDMI. But for now, you can go with small, default, medium, or large. Go with a medium. Default. We'll go default for now. Quick start, looking for nearby devices. Bring your current iPhone or iPad near your this iPad, to sign in and set up. If your other iPhone or iPad doesn't show options for setting up this iPad, make sure it's running iOS 11 or later and has Bluetooth turned on. You can also set up this iPad manually. Well, I do not have an iPhone. I do not have an iPad aside from this one. So, well, we're going to click on Setup without another device. This is something that I would probably edit out. Give me one moment. So it's saying choose a Wi-Fi setting, Wi-Fi network. As I showed you when I got the port, I don't need to worry about that because I have Ethernet. Continue. It may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. And it has two people, like a dark blue person and a light blue person, shaking hands. Set up cellular. That was something that I talked about with my current provider. We are going to wait for later for that. So set up later settings. It says back, set up cellular. You can transfer your plan from a nearby iPad or scan a QR code provided by your carrier. My current provider, I'm going to go ahead, as I said before, I'm not going to do it today. Transfer from nearby iPad or use QR code. Set up later. Skip cellular plan setup. You can set up your cellular plan later in cellular settings. This iPad will not be able to connect to the internet with cellular data until your cellular plan is set up. Skip. Software update. Your device is missing several software update enhancements and security fixes. As of right now, it currently has the correct time in the upper left, as you can actually see from there, but it's very small. In fact, give me one moment and I will show you. So in the upper left, it says the actual time and day I'm doing this. These usually backlog videos, I try to make it so that I can upload it at any time, but I figured, well, we have a window. We have a 90% on the battery. I don't know what's up with the battery getting only 90%, but whatever. Might be something I don't know about with Apple. Again, I don't know. Position. I'm editing it so it goes back to how it was looking a little while ago. You know what? Actually, Control Z enough times, and it will fix itself. There we go. Software update. Your device is missing several software update enhancements and security fixes. So I'll just go ahead and click on update now. Terms and conditions. I don't think anyone wants me to go ahead and read these out loud. Not the company, and it'd be boring to just listen to. So we're just going to go ahead and agree. Downloading software update. I do like the sorbet sherbet look of this. Well, it looks really nice. Right now, while it's downloading software updates, I'm going to go ahead and check online why it's only 90%. It says that it might be overheating. I doubt it. That's why it won't go up to 100%. I don't know. I doubt it very much. Huge amount of doubt. But it does say it does show in that battery bar, that that it's not full with 90%. So it's just, I don't know, 10% slipped on the delivery or something. I don't know. Preparing update, downloading software update. Again, I've never used an iPad aside from telling people who have asked, no, I can't fix your iPad because I have never used one. I don't own one. I have no idea. Sorry. They're preparing the update right now. So honestly, this could be just an update thing. I don't know. That's just kind of, I'm on the side of caution when it comes to the why is it not 91, 95? Just it's stopped at 90. Maybe it takes a while to charge, and or maybe the update it stops at 90% at the very, very beginning. I don't know, but I'd rather not have to return this product. And if it says anything, you know, personal, of course I will hide that. But for now, closest thing that I showed you that had anything to do with personal really is what time it is, at least in this video. Time and date. About 1 month again, I don't like to date these backlog videos because I like to feel free to upload them anytime. About 1 month from the release of this product on store to the public. Me being part of the public. Preparing update still. I'm gonna go ahead and probably listen to a streamer for a little while this is preparing update because I didn't expect them to stream early and it's a treat. One moment. Making sure my audio is working. It is actually showing and sharing at loading screen right now. We'll see. It has the Apple logo, white Apple logo. Again, why? But it's got the Apple logo and it's loading up the loading bar on the bottom. That's what's going on the screen right now. Black screen, white Apple logo right in the middle with a gray, tiny little loading bar. Looks like honestly it's like a black screen with a white Apple logo. Oh, there you go. Finish loading up. It's showing something on the screen now. It's another loading screen. Black screen, white Apple, a little matchstick, honestly, a little matchstick with a white loading bar. I'm going to go ahead and continue watching that streamer that I enjoy while waiting for load. Okay. Swipe up to open. Appearance, default, continue, quick start. Setup without another device. Cellular, setup later, skip. Data and privacy. This icon appears when an Apple feature asks to use your personal information. Apple collects the information only when needed to enable specific features. Apple collects this information only when needed to enable specific features. Secure Apple services or personalize your experience. Apple believes privacy is a fundamental human right, so every Apple product is designed to minimize the collection and use of your data. Use on-device processing whenever possible, and provide transparency and control over your information. Your data on this device is also encrypted and will be permanently removed if you reset to factory settings. That's good. And continue. We could learn more, but I mean, I think that covers everything. Set up iPad. You can set up this iPad for yourself or for a child in your family. Child accounts can be created by a parent or a legal guardian for children 12 years and younger. I'm setting it up for myself. Face ID. iPad can recognize the unique three-dimensional features of your face to unlock automatically, use Apple Pay, make purchases, or subscribe to services from Apple. We will set that up later. Create an iPad passcode. Create a passcode you will use to unlock this iPad. Muting my mic because who knows if I'd actually say that out loud or not. I prefer not to, but who knows. Transfer apps and data from iCloud backup, from another iPad, from Mac or PC, or from Android. I'm going to go straight from don't transfer anything. Sign in with an email or phone number to use iCloud, the App Store, and other Apple devices. Boy, am I glad that that's not shared. On the upside, we are getting up to 92%, so there we go. We're going through more terms and conditions. Go ahead and just send it through my email. Go ahead and send that to my email. That way I don't need to read it right now. And I still seem responsible. We're going up to 93%. So the 90% wall is not a thing anymore. Update your iPad Update your iPad automatically. Future and software updates will be automatically downloaded and installed for you as they are released. You can manage this in software update settings. Continue. Location services. Location services allow maps and other apps and services like Find My to gather and use data indicating your your location. Turn on. Set up later. Cellular, set up later. Skip. Apple Pay will set up later. Siri will set up later. Screen time. Get a weekly report with insights about your screen time and set time limits for apps you want to manage. You can also use screen time on children's devices to set up parental controls. Set up later. Actually, you know what? Just out of curiosity, go ahead and continue this. Analytics help Apple improve its products and services, including Siri and other intelligent features, by allowing analytics of usage and data from your iPad and iCloud settings. You can change your decision later in settings. All analysis is performed using privacy-preventing techniques such as differential privacy and is not associated with you or your account. We will not share right now. Light or darks display. We will set that to auto. Welcome to iPad. So first off, we're going to go to our settings. Okay. Looking at my settings right now. Apple News, I don't care about. So we're going to go ahead and close that up. All right. Slots87's iPad. Doing this right now. Going down this list, and I'm Suva. Why aren't you working? Suva, hello. There we go. We're going down this list. Note to self. Edit that last couple minutes, couple seconds. Books. Welcome to Game Center. Game Center lets you play with friends, keep track of your scores, and unlock in-game. TV provider. iMovie was something that I'm gonna want to mess anyway. I don't know how you guys who are Apple fans don't do any right clicking. Give me one moment. All right. I set up an old mouse for this. I don't want Apple News. There's no reason why I'd care about Apple News. So remove this. Yes. What I want to do right now, I don't want you to do push notifications. There's no like Alt F4 here. Oh, again, first time using one of these. Move that. If I want it, I'll get it later. So, you, so when you scroll over an app, pretty much have to know exactly what it is by its icon with Apple. Okay. Apple Music. No, I'm not interested in that. I want iMovie. Get started with iMovie. Create and share beautiful videos with just a few taps. Edit and customize your project from titles, music, effects, and more. So this is one of the things that I'm going to be looking to do. Um, so we can start a new project. We can storyboard, use beautiful templates to easily create a video or movie trailer. Make a movie from scratch using media from photos and your camera. Start a new project. Movie. Um, Give me one moment. Test something here. It's troubling. I unplugged everything from the direct to the iPad. And we're going to plug it back into the iPad because it doesn't work HDMI wise through Stage Manager with an external display, using an iPad and or using an iPad and an external display, we can create the ideal extended workplace, multitask with ease, move apps, and resize windows on either display, see multiple lapping windows in a single view, and quickly switch between apps. Just keep using the screen mirroring. So what I'm going to do here, give me a moment. I'm going to go ahead and put it and be right back. So I can transfer some footage into here without spoiling anything for other projects. So as I was saying, well, again, I'll say it in a moment. Okay. Okay, I am lost already. How do I open my documents? I have files. I have an iCloud Drive on my iPad. Create a new folder. Documents. Create a documents folder. Create a folder for documents. I was going to say. Okay, so I have a go ahead. Like I can share this. I can show this right now. This was empty. This just said on my iPad, you have no documents at all. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe create a documents folders then, like documents, pictures, music, new folder, pictures, new folder, music, new folder, videos. Okay. Get it somewhere. Now I'm going to go ahead and be right back again while I'm moving things because I don't want spoilers for future projects, as I said before. Copy. No, 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 no. I don't want you to open it. Copy it. Put it into videos. Paste. Got 2 terabytes on this thing. I'm not too worried. All right. So I moved 2 files into my newest videos folder and am going to work on getting those into iPad. Am curious how to do that now. I'm going to unplug. I was using a SD passport to transfer my folder file. Copy. Files. Oh, okay, okay, good. On my iPad. Okay. Videos. Okay. Progress, 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 progress. Okay. Okay. First 2 videos. Good. Um, files. Um, yes, add to movie. And I would just press like save or something. Shows you the beginning of the video, shows the beginning of the other one. Good. Okay. So every time that I would have to go ahead and do one of these, by the way, in the past, to do one of these, I would have to move my entire desktop computer into the other room because the heat and the sounds of my computer just bare sounds, bare sounds of that would wake me up. And I have some issues with insomnia. I don't know what it is, but either way, hello everyone, and welcome to Wheezing Wednesday, where we will be playing Pokemon Yellow in just a few moments. Right now, I'm going to let people know that I'm streaming, and I'll be right back. Hold up, hold up. Right now, I can tell you that this is much more. This looks way better. Hello everyone, and welcome to Wheezing Wednesday, where we will be playing Pokemon Yellow in just a few moments. Right now, I'm going to let people know that I'm streaming, and I'll be right back. Okay. Doing it. Good. Um, do we just click done? Because I would usually use Windows Photos. That's the kind of program that I would usually render. I've rendered all of these on. Done. My movie. Slots87 plays Pokemon Yellow Art. What was I on? I was on part 5. Again, this kind of dates the video. I'm sure it does. Part 5. Now, in order to do this, we do what? Save it for this. I just export it, save it to files. Put it on my iPad, put it in videos, save. I don't know what kind of. That's something I should probably have checked. What format? Hold on. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. It saves as MP4 by default. The only thing is, I don't know. Oh, it only saved the project. Okay. Okay. By the way, I do realize that I could be getting help from Apple professionals through all this, but it's more interesting for me and more probably fun for you, unless you're beating your head against the wall because you are an Apple user. uh, to see me trying to get through this. And honestly, you might be enjoying this even if you are a Apple user. In fact, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Not save this. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, select the clip. File, share file. File. It's only a thing for me to learn. I was thinking it was share video. Save video. There we go. Or is it exporting? Uh-oh. It's not exporting to a website or anything, hopefully. Honestly, mm, even if it was, I know I could use the publicity. All right, well, while that's happening, I figured, well, I'm going to go ahead and first off, I don't care about Apple News. I do not care. Well, you know what I could do right now is I could, as soon as I find out where I put that, there we go. What do you guys use for paint, Apple people? Freeform. Get creative, sketch out a project, design a mood board, brainstorm ideas, and so much more. Build your board. Nope. I think I need to pair pencil. Again, unless you know what the specific device is, you're not gonna. I don't care about pages. I don't. iMovie must stay in the foreground until export is complete. So if I ever make a mistake with this, I know. Done. Save video. Okay. Do it again. Oh, honestly, I'll have this working while I am working out. Let's go to settings. It said something about the Apple Pencil up here. Here, try to scribble. No, it's not working. Um, do I need to pair it? I think I need to pair it or something, right? Just tap the pair button. What is the pair button? There it is. Welcome to Apple Pencil Pro. Your Apple Pencil unlocks a whole new iPad OS experience, letting you annotate, draw, mark up, and edit in the apps you use every day. All I had to do was turn it around and then it worked. I don't know. Lightly squeeze Apple Pencil Pro to access the tools you need. Switch tools with a gesture. Double tap your Apple Pencil Pro to easily switch tools. As you write, sketch, or draw, scribble, you can write in any text field and use your words automatically transformed into typed text. Easily capture screenshots. Swipe your Apple Pencil Pro in the bottom left corner to the iPad to take a screenshot. Try squeeze. Hover over the screen and squeeze to access the tools you need. Go with this, so then I'll change to, I don't know, a nice light blue. Okay. Apple Pencil Pro is only at 23% battery. Good to know. Now that I know how to do that. Testing. There we go. All right. So you know what? I got that to work. So I'm going to go ahead. I got squeeze. It is interesting, like the feeling of squeezing the pencil. The good news also is that it's a magnetic part of it. Add pencil to. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end the video temporarily while I let it export the project. Save video. And we'll be back after it exports. See you then. All right. All right. So it's been maybe a half an hour of this processing, and it finished. Meanwhile, photos takes 8 hours. Let me go ahead. Movie was exported to your photo library. Let me just make sure here that it actually finished. Look up where photo library is. Also, I was thinking about this. I do that. Okay, so I am moving from photos to a videos folder that I created. Using export. Give me a moment. Point is, so I got this saved. 28 gigabyte. What the heck? Okay. There we go. Deleted photo booth. This app that I don't really want to be part of. App Store, safe and trusted place to discover amazing apps and games, explore timely in-app events, and browse daily stores and recommended by our editors. All right. I think we explored quite a bit today and everything, and I'm getting really tired of it. Showing my picture or doing something else that's inconvenient. I set everything up. I showed the pen. I showed movie maker. I showed how I put together movies. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and call it. And might show you some other games, things from my iPad, but for right now, thank you. See you all later. Well, everyone, I'm back with part 2 of my showcase of the software of this iPad Pro, and I have decided that I'm not going to keep it. But let's show you why. Well, go ahead and open up notes. I drew a nice little tree. The pen is really nice. I will say that. Is it worth the amount that I paid for this? No. All right. Pressing it and changing it to a pen. Let's do a white pen on, since we're using a black screen, night mode. Let's go ahead and tell you 3 reasons why I was getting this. 1, videos. 2, was videos. 2, for title cards. 3 was for camera. 3 was for the camera. The LiDAR system camera. Last night, I saw how well it did with videos. So on my iPad. I previously have footage of me using iMovie. Right? Okay. After using iMovie, it saves to a QuickTime format. Let me go ahead and prove that really quick. A .mov format. That's fine, right? Except for the fact that I could maybe open it up on QuickTime Player, right? Hmm, that's weird. There's no QuickTime Player in the store. Speaking because of the battery. There we go. That's weird. There's no QuickTime Player in the store. Okay, well, let's close this then. Let me see. Well, oh, you know what? I just saved it in iMovie. Maybe if I save it with Final Cut Pro, Googling. Oh yeah, it can save as an MP4. Okay. Also, hold up. Even as a QuickTime movie, I would have been fine if it would only be able to go to my side projects. Nope, doesn't do that. Okay. Well then, let's save it with MP as an MP4 on here, right? Um, good info. Oh, and we saved it as an MP4. Kind MPEG-4 movie, right? With Final Cut Pro, which you have to pay for. You get a free month and then you have to pay for it. I'm on my free month, so luckily. All right. Well, maybe since we've got it as an MP4 format, we can put it into the hard drive side my passport. That seems like a reasonable. No, no, that's weird. Well, maybe if we copy it, then we can paste it over here. That's weird. It just says get info. It doesn't. Hmm. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and save it as a compressed zip. Maybe that's it. Maybe it will only work if it's compressed. No? That's weird. Let me copying that. Nope, that doesn't work. Hmm. Maybe if we click move it to here. Oh, weird. The move button, the move option leaves, disappears. Okay. You know what? They've been talking a lot about iCloud. Let's just see. Let's just see really quick. How much? How big is this? Well, it's 27 gigabytes. I paid 3K for this, so let's go ahead and open up our. Let's open up ours on our settings. Let's open up the iCloud. no app for it. That's let's just go to I don't know. iPad storage. Well, that's weird. They only give you 5 GB and they load it up with their own apps. Hmm. Well, at this point, of course, they want to get you to go ahead and pay for an iCloud Plus subscription. So you can get up to 12 terabytes of storage for paying for something. Should be a little higher on the iCloud general. Okay. Well, maybe if I share it with my computer, the side projects folder. Weird. Empty media library. It's not showing up. Of course it isn't. It says empty media library on the VLC. I mean, I've converted things on Windows quite a few times on VLC. Doesn't really want to work here. So let's go ahead and go back to our notes. Can't do videos. It can process them in MP4, but you can't unload them afterwards. Title cards. Oh, well, you know, we've clearly shown that we can do a little bit of art here, but you have to pay for anything above this for drawing purposes. I already paid 3K. So as good as fun as this is to draw on, I say no to that. We can get a different version of this same software if we wanted to get an iPad Pro earlier model, or as a we can get this later for cheaper when they release the newest version. Do that too. When I saved it in Final Cut earlier, by the way, short video and audio. This is the options that you have for video settings save. It doesn't tell you where it's going to save it. So it saves into photos, and then you have to move it to your you have to save it as it goes to photos, and you have to move it to your the like documents folder. It doesn't give you a documents folder. Again, I made that myself. So the LiDAR and the art we can do on a previous generation iPad Pro. This thing is good for watching movies. That's why I got the Disney Plus. Good, good video quality service. Not something that I'm going to be using $3,000 in storage for storage. I've got Delta and I've got RetroArch. I was able to get a Windows 98 first version to work on here because I was originally thinking I'd be getting a little bored with just those three things on an iPad. So I tried to go ahead and get Alt Store to work on here. In order to do that, you need to go ahead and turn it to developer mode. There's no developer mode right here. It would not upload into here. But I was able to get so I tried to get it. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 to work. Nintendo works okay. Super Nintendo works fine. Nintendo 64. I'm not really much of a Star Fox person, that's why I haven't streamed it. But
Message from General Pepper. Priority 1. We need your help, Star Fox. Andross has declared war. He's invaded the Lilat system and is trying to take over Corneria. Our army alone can't do the job. Hurry, Star Fox.
so that works fine. Then I was trying to go ahead and get GameCube to work. I didn't know. For those of you who already know what I'm going to show, I didn't know. That's weird. There's no GameCube Dolphin emulator anywhere here. Maybe I can go ahead and download it. Nope. No, you can't. Anything above PlayStation 1 needs JIT, J-I-T, software to work. JIT software is not, it's a thing that doesn't exist on iPad Pro because Apple is too worried about something security-wise for it to work on your Apple. They only recently said yes to emulators. They're worried about JIT, J-I-T. I don't exactly know the ins and outs of JIT. Either way, I then said, well, I looked into some YouTube videos and I saw that you could download a Windows 98 through DOSBox Pure. Turn down this because it's probably going to be a little lot louder than even Starbucks. Takes a bit to load. Username slots. In order to use the mouse, I have to click and drag away from the mouse. You can see right now how I have this. This is me touching on the touchpad. The scroll, the regular mouse does the same thing. So I have to click and drag the mouse over, and it's unresponsive. So I'm not that good at getting this to work. As you can see, this is not exactly ideal. This is about the closest thing that I got to like VirtualBox technology. For $3,000. I've actually gotten it to work. I've gotten this mouse to work before, and it usually doesn't always go on the bottom. Sometimes it goes on the top, so that's how I've been able to do it. But right now, it's only wanting to go under the bottom. Naturally, going to the top gets that stupid loading thing to work, to not work, to show up. Press L3, do that, then enter. That's how I do that. And then we get this music, retro music. So I just come down to the fact of, hey, instead of pretending to have a Windows, why don't I just go ahead and, if I wanted to, get a Windows laptop? I don't know if I'm going to get one, but it'd be a heck of a lot easier than putting up with the limitations of this right now. Delta is also an emulation device. Doesn't have as many options as RetroArch. Photo 2 is what I used, is the application that if I needed to pay for photo, like a GIMP GNU software, I would use Photo 2. But you have to pay for it at a certain point. Polygam, Metascan, 3D Scanner app. Those three were for the LiDAR system. Barely got into them because I figured, well, why do that until after I make sure that the video rendering works? And I was going to get into it, and then I ran into the fact of I was like, oh, you know what? I'll do this. I'll look forward to doing that tomorrow. But for right now, since this made it in like half an hour, again, this was before I learned, I'll just go ahead and move it over to my passport. Took a bit to load. Move it over to my passport. Okay. No, can't do that. Again, the 3D scanner app, the VTube Studio, the Polycam, the Metascan, all things that were on the previous version of this. Maybe not with an M4 chip, but honestly, I don't know the difference. I don't think I know the difference. Because I haven't really done anything with this M4 except for video rendering into the wrong formats and not being able to move it into a passport. And I'd like to go ahead and discuss something really quick because people are probably going to see it and talk about it. Did you know gaming? I got audio files for all of it. Other people's streams I recorded. I get some people's streams and I watch it after Twitch has thrown away their content. So I can watch it later and enjoy it even past when Twitch is done with their videos. That's why I have this right here. So yeah. all of this I can get in a different format or a different device. And that's what I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do. So I'll leave it here. Hello everyone and welcome back to another portion of me showing the software. It's quite a bit has changed since last time. I'm not returning this anymore. And it is not because of Apple. If it was purely based on Apple, I would probably have returned it. Let me go ahead and explain some things from my previous video, and I'll go through point by point why it's okay that those previous things were like that. Okay being the optimal word. Again, if it was just Apple and I didn't find workarounds, this would be returned. But I found workarounds to my issues. I mentioned about the pen, my Apple Pencil. Give me one moment. I mentioned about how nice the Apple Pencil is. And I still agree that it is nice. There are some drawbacks when it comes to the drawing. As I mentioned before, how I cannot write or draw on the apps. I'd have to pay for it. I'll go to this point right now, even though I speak about it a little bit later in the video. The thing is, Photos 2 is what I was talking about using. Photos 2, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't completely checked it, but those apps don't use the Apple Pencil capabilities for the things like that, where you can change the pen, change all that. They don't use it yet. I have some feelings that they will over time upgrade those applications to include features like that. So for this, we're going to say I'm going to do like a symbol like this of showing, yeah, it's kind of there, it's kind of not. Wait, no, that's not, that's wrong. Like a little tilde, but I guess backwards. No, it's right words. Okay. So here's the thing. My big issue that you might remember from, well, for you just a couple minutes ago. My big issue was the fact that I could not. I work on videos in iMovie. I upload them to YouTube. So then, why not just go ahead and upload it from here? I figured, well, maybe that's what I could do. We're going to edit that so it's a smoother transition right to here, because there's some videos and things that I have not shown off yet. So the iPad video test and the iPad Pro test 2 were uploaded straight from the console. Not this iPad thing. This iPad Pro, whatever you want to call it. After it's uploaded, I can go into my desktop. I can download it as an MP4. Don't need Final Cut Pro. I unsubscribed. I'm done with that. YouTube saved Apple in return my returns for that. But what about the files that are not videos? And I decided to go ahead and move them onto my Google Drive. I downloaded Google Drive. It opened right in their locations. Google saved you, Apple, for that one. Anything Google Drive gives you 15 gigabytes free. If it was just iCloud, I would return this. Apple, do not be dumb here and say, oh, well, if they can actually use the iCloud, if they can use something that's not the iCloud, maybe we should delete the capabilities for Google Drive. I swear to you right now, everyone would return this. I would return this if Google Drive was not an option. I would have. Not a single doubt. Google Drive saved your butt from me returning this. The fact that I only have 5 gigabytes max on here, 15 on Google Drive, it makes 3 times as much difference. So I'm not gonna worry about that. So we're able to move our videos. But I also had another issue happen. Ignore my handwriting there. Not with videos. I talked a lot about. Well, actually, let me go ahead and keep going through the. Okay, so I previously had talked about the emulation. How the emulation isn't where it should be due to the JIT software. I don't know completely about if this includes JIT. However, there was between this last video and this video, there was the WWDC iPad Apple information was released and the conference. He showed off this gaming porting toolkit. Now, for those of you who are saying, yeah, but they had that before, you are right. You're right. They did have that before, but they're including a new toolkit. So you're clearly being serious about the fact of upgrading and getting better and more games on here. So I don't know exactly what the toolkit 2 means. I'm for the purposes of I'm an experimental developer. I'm not a professional developer. So maybe JIT or some workaround is part of the toolkit too. I don't know, but we're getting more numbers in here, so that's at least a plus. Also, I had the issue when I plugged in my PowerA GameCube controller. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even see it show up at all. So I figured, well, that's going to stink. There's no capability for you to go ahead and check what the accessory is, the controller. Luckily, as part of the cell phone iOS presentation, I saw this. I might be getting my hopes up, but it says setup accessory. Now it's a hair dryer. I don't understand that. They were doing some kind of a hair thing. I don't understand that. But they said with the iPhone that it would link directly to the developer's website. I'm thinking that I could probably set up my PowerA in a similar way, getting software or something that I could plug in, put into your iPad Pro, and get the PowerA to work, despite not having GameCube yet. Again, that toolkit, if we can get NES through Nintendo 64 with the first toolkit, I'm thinking that we could probably get GameCube with the second one. Developers, I'm looking forward to what you have because I don't. It's you. It's you developing this. It's Apple is not going to do it themselves. It's they're going to go ahead and give you the frameworks, I guess, but not give you the complete and total software itself. Now, before I saw the WDCC, and when I was still upset about the possibility of not being able to plug in my passport, which I use for a lot of things, I felt there needs to be at least a little bit of something to give me hope that they're going to go ahead and fix the issue or allow other people to fix the issue so that I don't have to go ahead and rely on 15 gigabytes and can just plug in a passport to this and move the files over. Now, luckily, this is part one. Yes, I would. We're looking forward to the. We are looking forward to the fact that I could go into the website, download something to get the accessory for my passport to work. And here is part two. I apologize. It has somebody in there, the Apple guy, one of the Apple guys. But let's look at this list really quick. Basically, what he said was, and developers, we're going to go ahead and allow these to be the first things that you get to work on. If you're wanting to do this, this will be the first amount of framework that you're allowed from Apple to work on at your leisure. Books, browsers, camera, document readers. Skip the important one. Journals, mail, photos, presentations, spreadsheets, whiteboards, word processors, file management. So we'll be able to go into here and not have to worry too much about the files not being able to be managed and put into a passport or something that you don't have to just rely on iCloud. Probably there's still going to be quite a few people who just decide iCloud's better. They don't know what a passport is. They just simplify it and get iCloud either way. Anyway. Yeah. Apple, you have nothing to lose here. But I'd just like to go ahead and say again, Apple, do not remove anything like a Google Drive or anything. Okay? Please. And because of that, I will be keeping it. Because of Google Drive saving the file management, YouTube saving me uploading a video and being able to download it from to my actual computer. Those were the big issues. So you know what? We got the videos to work. Videos. Nice green check mark there for you. Camera system. It's a little too early to say necessarily. Mostly because I haven't conferred with my tech friend on exactly the ins and outs of the camera, but from what they've seen from the simplified look at the software for the LiDAR camera, I can tell you that it works about as well as an iPhone. We have an M4 chip in here. I'm only expecting it to get better. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase that tilde. And we're going to go ahead and just like a traffic light. Green means go, yellow means slow down. Nothing is in red. Nothing is in red. So guess what? That means that no reason to turn it back. If there was something in red, I would have. I said it before that I'm going to take this back, but Google and YouTube saved it. those features of the emulation, the NES, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, those look great. I was able to get some Bluetooth enabled Xbox controller to work on all three. Looking forward to seeing what developers create next. Thank you, developers. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Google. And in overall, just providing the framework, not necessarily the software. The software you guys could use a little bit of help, but the frameworks, the overall hardware, thank you, Apple. I think that's pretty much all I need to show off. Till the next big thing that I am looking forward to showing off with the Apple iPad Pro M4. Until then, I'll be looking forward to the next software part. But this is a pretty good time to go ahead and say we are done for now with the inside, the software of this. However, we are not done with the outside. Transition to last video of this quick series. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final part 5 of my iPad Pro showcase. Just finished the software side, on to the final parts of me showing off this hardware, which includes what's so special. What was the thing that we are making a video about? My iPad. The iPad Pro M4. We also have the Apple Pencil. Tell me really quick, can you tell the difference between this background and the pencil? Yes. It stands out quite a bit. To make it even better, I don't know if you can quite see that. It's not capturing on the recorder too well. You can see it a little bit. Every bit of you being able to see that right now. The pencil. It was the glow-in-the-dark capabilities of the pencil. Let me go ahead and tell you something about this. Actually, you know what? Let me go into the keyboard first. And we can show you the keyboard of the keyboard. Apple means business. Rainbow of the Apple. Binder looking section for the front. Todd Snap. and the keyboard of the keyboard. Make it look more retro. And let me tell you really quick. Really easy to put on. Really easy. All of this. Really easy to put on. Even this. Is it really easy to put on? This. Not very easy. And it's not what you might think, honestly. Now you might remember how there was a yellow pencil design, and I got the glow in the dark stylus too. So I started with this front section. There's a little wraparound at the very base tip. Maybe not the very base tip. The white is from the stylus. The white that you see right now, that's just from the stylus. The brown, about that much. Where is it? That much is from the pencil. Just putting right on the pencil. I put on the pencil. I was looking. You know what? Apple's going to go ahead and gloat about it. I'll go ahead and bring it. I was using ChatGPT, hashtag non-sponsored, for instructions on how to do this best. Yes. Now, they suggested that I put on the Apple Pencil yellow, the pencil looking pencil design first, and then put glow in the dark on afterwards. Not what I did. Not what I could do. So I decided that I would cut that much of the pencil design off from the pencil sticker design decal and just put that on there after I was done putting the glow in the dark section on. Worked really well. Everything about the pencil design worked really well. Stuck really well. All that. So what unfortunately happened after I took all the pencil thing off and then put on the glow in the dark, and I don't think it's because of the pencil design. I think that would have actually helped. This glow in the dark did not want to stick to the Pencil Pro at all. Well, maybe not at all. It would do like a little taco thing where everything that wasn't this side would stick fine. So I had two wraps, as you could see. One strip worked well enough that it would go around. So after it kept fighting me on the strip, kept fighting me and not wanting to stick all the way on like that, if you can imagine. It's just everything on the other side of the closing side would stick perfectly fine. So I just decided maybe I'd go ahead and combine those two stickers. No, that didn't work because it kept having more crumbles. So I eventually decided to get out the one thing that I heard that I should do when I was getting my stuff from Deep Brand, which honestly theirs worked really well. I don't think I'd even need it. Was a hair dryer. Use the heat from that to melt the glue and get it to stick. Worked a little at a time. And after a while, it wouldn't have worked quite as easily as well. You can still see that this is coming apart a little bit. Not much, but it's still coming apart a little bit. So I use tape. Notice how there's certain parts right there that are coming apart and some parts that aren't. There's tape. Not the most pretty to look at, but it works. After that, I got the eraser section, and I did the same thing as with that fake wood there. And I cut it and I put it on there. They give you this little tip to make it not just have a white thing at the top. So I just used that. They actually give you, again, they give you two strips to put on there. I used both dots. But that's how I did that. So we have the iPad, we have the pencil, and we have Magic Keyboard. And I believe that concludes things. So thank you very much for watching my first bit of me going through my Apple iPad Pro. And I'll look forward to seeing you all on my next live stream or recording, whatever the case may be. For right now, I'll see you then. Later.